Hi, folks. This is Dave with the Bit Journal broadcast. And today, as of this recording, I'd like to wish everybody a happy St. Patrick's Day if you happen to celebrate. So, today I'd like to talk about Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. Recently on Friday, Limited Run Games actually started making physical copies of, or should I say, was taking pre orders for physical copies on Bloodstained Curse of the Moon. The collector's editions are all sold out, unfortunately. They did a limited run of 3,000 prints on those, which will be coming out sometime in June. And we also have the standard edition that's still up there for pre-order. So I don't know how long they're going to be taking pre-orders for, but if you're looking for this game and you really want a physical copy, get over to Limited Run Games right now and add that to the cart and make sure you purchase that game, because if you liked it as much as I did, I'm telling you, you're going to want this physical. All right. If you like old school NES, you're definitely going to want this, and you'll see why in a little bit. But as we know, Bloodstained Curse of the Moon was released on a Nintendo eShop going back last year, and it's a great game. It's just a really fun homage to Castlevania 3, Curse of Darkness on the NES. You get to play as multiple characters in the game, and even though Koji Igarashi, the creator of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, and he also worked on the Castlevania games all the way up to Harmony of Despair on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, Taki Aizu from IntiCreates and his band of great game developers over at his studio created this epic homage to that series, and yeah, it's a really fun game. So, yeah, if you're looking for it, definitely get over to Limited Run. Pick up that physical copy because you're going to want this. It's not going to last long. And for you collectors out there, it's probably going to be worth a little chunk of change also once this thing gets picked up and copies start disappearing. So, definitely check it out. So, folks, here's basically what I'm going to do. Time to start the review. Let's get started. Alright, folks, so I'm in the game right now. One thing I absolutely love about Bloodstained Curse of the Moon is this epic soundtrack that we have right over here. Gameplay is awesome. Let's get started. Let's start a new save file. Alright, we'll go on veteran mode. I like playing with the classic Castlevania formula. So as you can see, there was once a man who has been given the moon's curse by demons. And this guy's name was Zangetsu. Remember Zangetsu from Bleach? Well, I guess this is another way of describing his mythos in a different manner. So it says, wrapped in his crimson guard, with eyes like fire, he relentlessly pursued the demons who cursed him. As he journeyed from one pit of darkness to another, he would stop at nothing until he struck down every last demon in his path. One night, he sensed the looming presence of a great demon. Let's see, who was that great demon by any chance? I do not know, but he swore to eradicate all demons, no matter how much of a threat they posed. That kind of reminds me of the game Otogi Myth of Demons on the Xbox. You don't get to play as Zangetsu specifically, but you get to play as Raiko, and they have a very similar storyline. That's another game you should check out if you guys like this kind of thing. Let's see, bathed in moonlight, he cried out as he drew his sword, which consumed the darkness from within his wretched steel. On that night, either demons or the moon itself would feel the wrath of his blade. So, seems to be another one of those hungry sword type stories, you know. Also, similar to that, I guess you would say, was Shinobi when they rebooted that series back on the PlayStation 2 with Hatsuna in that game. Quite interesting to say the least. Oh, here we go. Check out this intro. Somewhat similar to the intros of its time. You very subtly see Zangetsu turn his head towards his target. And now we're heading towards the beginning of the level. We have these lanterns right over here that are similar to the candles in Castlevania. Oh, and what is that? A ghost version of Thomas the Tank Engine at the very beginning of the game. That's scary. Also, look at the top. Notice that there is a staircase up top over there. Interestingly enough, you can't get up there yet, but there are other characters to get in this game, so you may be able to get to them in the future. One thing I noticed they kind of omitted from this game is a timer. You know, back in the day, timers were rather common, but we're not facing the time right now, so we could play the game at our leisure for that respect. Let's talk about controls. The D-pad buttons right over here, or the directional buttons, obviously moves them, gets you around. The B button jumps. Y button attacks. And the X button will use your magic instead of hitting up and attack. So that's something that's a little bit different. That seems to be taken more from the Super Nintendo in terms of Super Castlevania 4, in terms of that mechanic. And then L and R switch between characters once you get another character in the game. But right now, since we're starting at the beginning, we just got Zangetsu, so we got no one to change yet. So let's play through. As you can see, it's set up just like the old school NES games, but we're in a train station this time around instead of Dracula's castle, so that makes things rather interesting. Of course, we got the classic staircases as well, just in a different manner. It's in a train station instead. I should have known better. Really should have attacked that guy. Kind of got wrecked there. Let's grab this. Whoops, there he goes again. Not this time, buddy. Alright, can I go through here? Nah, I can't jump high enough. Let's see, you got something hidden here? Nope, nothing hidden in that wall. Takes a little getting used to the shorter range of Zangetsu's sword versus Simon's whip, but that's quite alright, though. You know, pretty obvious that a sword would have a shorter range than a whip for the most part. That's to be expected. We also have some ancient magic over here I could use. That magic functions very similarly to the way Candle would function in Castlevania. Comes in handy when you're fighting certain bosses, that's for sure. Let's get that mouse. That little rat right over there. Oh boy, here we go. Move, duck, get here, and cut that guy up. Awesome. Okay. Now there's a hidden path. I can't really do anything with that yet, but we need another character who has a slide attack. I believe Miriam would do quite nicely once we get her, but we'd have to replay through the level again to do that. Speaking of which, this game has very good replay value. And the reason why it has very good replay value is because you have multiple characters from within the game, and you got to use their unique powers in order to get through the other portions of the levels, so definitely an important thing. Let's see, watch this guy. Man, I got owned with that. Alright, more hidden stuff. Take that guy out using our special weapon. Uh-oh. Looks like I just got into Thomas the Tank Engine right over here. Now, this level is quite interesting. It's got those swinging chandeliers. Anybody who has played Castlevania knows when it comes to chandeliers, you must be careful and you must be fast. If you're not fast, you're not getting through those chandeliers, and they will deal a hell of a lot of damage if you're not careful. Oh, these dogs always throw me off. Even in the NES version, they always throw me off. Notice they have a very similar behavior to, you know, the wolves that you would find in Castlevania and Castlevania 3. Very common thing, but I like those homages. Definitely play awesome. Now these things are like the dragon skulls that you find in Castlevania. They shoot out those fireballs. Gotta be careful with those things. And we gotta watch out for this guy as well. Alright, caught him. Good. Watch out for those skulls again. Nice, caught him. Let's see if we can get our health back, because definitely need some health right now. About half my health. Oh, there we go. And like I said, we have this weapon here that's similar to the candle. It's like that for a reason. So we can take this guy out right here. There we go. Takes him out rather easily. And we'll go through this door right here. Good, just got some life in that. Nice little power up. Looks like we're going to be facing Thomas pretty soon. What's up with the 444? Or the 4,444 on that car? Seems like some cryptic message or something. But hey, this is a Castlevania title. I wouldn't expect anything less. And here we go. Thomas wants coal. Eat more. Alright, folks. Here we go. Boss fight time. So, strike him, give a couple of hits, and move out of the way and wait for the pattern to kick in. There we go. And, of course, like any other good Castlevania boss, rinse and repeat. Looks like I got 3 hits in on that, or 4 if you count the special weapon hit as well. Very nice. Oh, got hit with that thing. Jeez. Gotta remember to time that a little better. Alright. Take this guy out. There we go. Alright. We got this pattern locked down now. We're going to get this guy. Alright. Thomas is almost done, folks. Uh-oh. Thomas wants more coal. I don't want to know what happened to Mr. Conductor with this, folks. No idea. Why is the train alive? I have no idea. Because demons, that's why. That's all you need to know. It's Castlevania. It may not be called Castlevania, but it's Castlevania at its finest. Here we go, everyone. Will we take this boss down? There we go. Watch out. Take cover. Definitely love this, folks. So, we took out Thomas the Tank Engine. Mr. Conductor can rest in peace. So, after you defeat the bosses earlier in the game, you will be greeted by a character. Now, you have 2 choices. I've rescued Miriam. Now, I can choose to kill her and take her soul and gain new powers, or I can talk to her and she can join my team, and I could use this later on to go back through other levels and find different power-ups and whatnot that I didn't find earlier. Well, I noticed some hidden stuff in there that you'd have to look for using their capabilities. Miriam, more specifically, has the capability to slide, so you do not have that, but Miriam does, so that will help you in certain situations. So let's just say, hey, thank you for saving me. And it was the demon's power. She's actually asking me if it was the demon's power I used to seal it. And she's a shard binder. Gives you a little hint as to where the storyline is going for Ritual of the Night, whenever that game decides to come out. So, let's see. So, Miriam has become an ally. And let's just go over the controls really quick before we wrap things up. So, like I said, the L and R buttons can switch the character. So, if I press R, transform into Miriam. Notice she uses a whip, like a Belmont. If I hold down in B, she can slide. And her special weapon, if we had any more candles right now, or should I say lanterns, hearts, should will be used with the X. I actually meant hearts on that, sorry. I know I get my words jumbled up sometimes, but there we go. So, you got the whip smash button right over there. You got the high jump button, and the slide. So she can do a jump that's a little bit higher than what Zangetsu can do. Alright, so let's head over to the next level. I also like those nice pixelized transitions. They're very subtle, but they're really nice looking for this type of a game. Alright, folks. So, what do I think of Bloodstained Curse of the Moon? Quite frankly, I love this game. It is, in my mind, new school 8-bit perfection. It plays a great homage. It pays a great homage to Castlevania 3: Curse of Darkness, and the way it jumps, it has that commitment to the jumps. I know that makes the game hard for some people, but that's the way Castlevania plays. It's supposed to be challenging, and that's one of the things I enjoy about it. I enjoy the way character jumps. I enjoy this incredible soundtrack. I enjoy playing as all the characters in this game. Giebel feels like Alucard. Miriam feels like a Belmont. And there's also a wizard character. I can't quite remember his name, but you know, he's got this scepter, and he's got some powerful magic. And then, of course, you got Zangetsu, who reminds me of the other character on a game that was only released on the Super Famicom that ran off the Castlevania engine called Getsu Fumiden. And it seems like a throwback to that. If you've ever played Harmony of Despair on the PlayStation 3 or the Xbox 360, you can actually download the main character from Getsu Fumiden if you paid for the DLC, and you can play the game and see what he's like, basically, if you were curious. I don't know if they still have that option. I mean, after all, they just closed down the PlayStation 3 store, if I'm not mistaken. So, but if you know anybody who has the game, you can definitely try it out if they have that content on there. But yeah, we're getting a little bit off topic over here. So, if I had to give Bloodstained Curse of the Moon a score, I gotta give it a 9.8, man. I mean, this is 8-bit perfection, and in many ways, it even improves upon the genre with its controls, going beyond the A and B. It's kind of like a mix between Symphony of the Night control-wise and the old-school NES Castlevania games. So yeah, once again, if you're looking for this, you can get it on the eShop, but if you're looking for a physical copy, make sure you hit up Limited Run Games soon, because they only started this on Friday. I do not know how long they're going to have the pre-orders for, but right now, while you can't get the collector's edition, which has some really cool Konami-style artwork on the box, you still can get the standard version, so at least you'll have a physical copy in your collection, and it's going for $29.99 if you're looking for it, so the price is really decent also. So if you want to get this gem of a game, definitely hit that up. I just want to say that I am in no way, shape, or form being paid by Limited Run to do this. I just genuinely love Bloodstained, and I really, really wanted to talk about it today. I bought this long before Limited Run was even in the picture, and you know, I bought this on day one. I really enjoyed this download. I was hoping it was going to be physical, and now it is. Now it's a reality, folks. So get out there and download it if you want to. So other than that, this is Dave signing off with the Bit Journal broadcast. Like always, have a great one, and peace. Talk to you later, folks. If you like this video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great one now. Bye-bye.